Y'all got me worked up. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode. So I'm really happy to see you guys. So, yeah. I know the past few episodes has been about, self-growth and whatever, but we're going to mix it up a bit today. Okay? Let me just oh my gosh, because I just randomly woke up this morning wanting to fight. Okay? Well, not literally, but I just have a lot to say right now. Okay? And thus, this episode was born. Never, ever, 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 please, oh my gosh, never beg for clarity. I'm just gonna hit you guys with a bitter pill over here. So, people will act how they want to. Okay? We're all adults. This is in the context that, we're all in our 20s, mid 20s. Yeah, if my mid to late 20s audience are here or my early 20s audience are here, hey, people will do what they want. People will act how they want to act. Okay? So, things are really just simpler than we make them out to be. So, if they wanted to, they would have already by now. Okay? They wanted to make time for you, they wanted to hang out with you, they would have done so. But if they did not, then you're an adult, you have choices. We're all adults here, okay? So we're all capable of making decisions, and them doing what they did or them choosing not to do something, it's a choice, girl. They chose to do that. And okay, here's the reason why I wanted to just talk about this. I'm so worked up right now, okay? So I just want kind of correlate this episode to people who ghost. Oh my god. So recently, I'm just gonna take the L over here. Okay, I have been ghosted by someone who was literally love bombing me for like an entire month and then just disappears out of the blue on a random Tuesday. And we haven't spoken for like months. Okay, no contact. Okay, we're on no contact. So can I just say, like, if you're at this age where your age, starts with a 3, yeah, or you're just in like your mid 20s, late 20s, 30s, whatever, and you're still ghosting people, what are you, 12? So how much decency do you lack in your life to leave someone hanging like that and, have zero communication skills? Girl, come on. Okay, girl, guys, whoever, whatever. Okay, I mean, okay, fine. I would cut you some slack and, kind of excuse ghosting if you're like, 15 years old or like 20 years old, fine. But at this age, girl, like, this embarrassing for them, okay? The secondhand embarrassment I'm feeling because of them resorting to ghosting, it's unreal, okay? Like, I feel more embarrassed for that person, for that dude, for that 31-year-old dude who ghosted me than, me getting ghosted. Okay, I feel more embarrassed for him. Like, girl, you're 31 and come on. You mean to tell me a 27-year-old girl has even more communication skills than you, a 31-year-old male? Girl, I'll let you guys interpret that. Okay, fine. Jokes aside, I was just trying to make light of the situation. Did I get sad about it? Of course. Okay. And it was this weird feeling of grieving someone who's not even dead. But then again, it's still grief, okay? It's a loss. And I gotta say that, this is not my first rodeo. This is not my first time getting ghosted. And I've ghosted people in the past as well, okay? But if you're the one who got ghosted, it's so easy to put yourself in that spot, okay? It's so easy to blame yourself. But, I'm just gonna knock some sense into you and to myself too. It was never about what you said or what you didn't say. Okay, it's just really more about them. They're the ones who has issues. Not you, not me. Not me, not Hermione. Yeah. Okay, fine. They probably have their reasons for ghosting, or they just have zero communication skills. Whatever. The fact that they know how and where to contact you, and then they're just really choosing not to. Okay? We live in an age where we always have our mobile phones. We have, social media, messaging apps, WhatsApp, whatever. And it's all there. But they just choose not to. So that's really it. Bye. It ends when it ends. So when you have to beg for clarity, like, that's it. That's your clarity over there. That's your answer. Nothing. So begging for clarity at this day and age, honestly, it's just a humiliation ritual at this point. Because, okay, let's be so for real. I know when you get ghosted, okay, I'm also guilty of this, that you wanna just go send this paragraph and multiple texting, double texting, whatever. Let's be real. Be so fucking for real. Don't do that, okay? They know how to contact you. They know where to contact you. They're just choosing not to. So delete that paragraph, girl. Delete it now. If you really know your worth, you wouldn't have to do all those things. Because are you really about to send that weird-ass person that paragraph you spent, more than 5 minutes on? Seriously? You're gonna send that well-crafted paragraph to someone with zero emotional intelligence? At this point, if you even have to make a paragraph, they've already made their choice to not talk to you. Okay, I mean, it's a poorly done choice. They could have just told you, hey, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Okay? But, sometimes some people just don't really have any communication skills or emotional intelligence. We can't blame them, or we kind of blame them too, whatever. Are you really about to send that paragraph to someone who's already made up their mind but just lacks communication skills? Get out. It's great to let that out. Because, yeah, I just woke up this morning just so fired up. And, yeah, and I thought I'd make a podcast episode about it. And I don't know if that person still watches my podcasts, but whatever. Yeah. Whoever you are, you know who you are. Yeah. At the end of the day, you don't have to, go lengths to beg for clarity from someone. Or if they really wanted to be in that spot where they would have access to you and they would have, communication with you, they would choose to be there. But if they ghosted you, they already made that choice, and I'm just gonna say it for you because probably no one else will say this, but they ghosted you not because of who you are, okay? It's because they have issues, okay? When you get ghosted, it's really less to do with you and more to do with them. You never have to beg for something that should be given automatically by someone who genuinely cares about you. And communicating openly and, not ghosting people, that's a bare minimum. And you should never ever forget that. That's why right now, well, at least recently, because, I'm kind of done with relationships and dating in general. I'm if you want to talk to me, then talk to me. If you're not gonna talk to me, then I'm not gonna talk to you, girl. I got things to do, okay? I got things to do, I got places to be, I got things to worry about. And that ain't you. Then again, I keep saying this in multiple episodes, but the right people for you will genuinely understand how you work. They'll genuinely understand your rhythm, your quirks, and you won't even have to tell them how to do things because they will see that for themselves. So, yeah, at the end of the day, when you think about it, You know, these people who ghost, like for example, this person who ghosted me, this person fumbled. Okay, whatever. And it's not gonna be the end. Like, you ghost me, fine, okay, whatever, bye. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of my life. In fact, it's actually something exciting because I get to feel, or I get to put myself out there again. The trash kind of took itself out. Yeah, when you shift your perspective in that way, it's actually kind of sweet. This person took the liberty to do something for you, and then now you get to live your life and do fun things, do the things you love. And, maybe at one point, you'll feel that way again. You'll feel love again. Ooh, so gushy. Don't waste your energy begging for clarity, because that should always be a given. It's not something you ask for. It's something you automatically give someone you care about, and vice versa. Whoo, girl. Girl, you got me worked up. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. So whether you're listening on Spotify or watching on YouTube, I hope you give the podcast some love. So it really helps if you give a 5-star rating on Spotify or download the episodes. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just, leave a like or a comment. I look at the comments every day. What a journey it has been so far with this podcast, because, this is like the 16th episode. And we're nearing 20, girl. Yeah, let's go. So yeah, we are nearing the end of the year. Like, how fast was that? Like, I remember starting this podcast last June, and now it's, almost 2026, and amazing. I'm looking forward to, spending more time with you guys on this podcast and making more episodes and just talking about whatever I want and whatever you guys want me to talk about. It's been a great ride, and I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly. I know some good things and bad things happened this year, but if you were to ask me how I would spend my 2025 again, I'd tell you I wouldn't change a thing. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.